Hi. So, welcome back. If I sound a little odd, I apologize. I'm recording this from in bed again. This week's been a hard one. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I won't get too in detail. I'm not trying to trigger anybody or whatever. But, yeah, this week has not been a good one. And I thought I'd share a few thoughts because this is kind of my venting space. Just got back earlier today from singing somewhere with the little group I sing with, and we did good. But last night I had to sing for, I'm a music minor, and for our college we have to do recitals at the end of the semester, and I had to sing an Italian song from Mozart called Dove Sono, and I bombed. I did bad. I've posted very few singing videos on here, even though I love singing. It's all I ever want to do. As a kid, I dreamed of just getting on stage and being a singer like Hannah Montana or some other Disney star. But I've never felt good at singing. I always thought I was pretty average. I was okay. Better than some of the others in my group, maybe. But then in high school, there was actually someone who... it was a stage mom of another girl who was singing, and we were in a competition thing, and she just completely shattered any confidence I had in myself. There was already very little, and the one thing I thought I was okay at, she pretty much shattered that, and I stopped singing for about 4 or 5 years. Yeah, till I got to college, and someone convinced me to join the choir there, and so now I'm doing this. And while I was in choir, someone convinced me to join a traveling singing ensemble, and I did that. And then someone convinced me, the guy over the music department convinced me to take voice lessons to get better, because he was like, I see potential in you. And that's the thing, I have potential, and I have things I'm good at, but I'm never good enough at anything I do, not just singing. Like, I play ukulele and guitar, but I'm not really good at those. I just am good enough to where I can write songs and play a melody to go with it. And I tried piano. I suck at it. I straight up am horrible at piano. I'm not very good at sight singing, or all these things with music that I've tried everything, and it's stuff I so desperately want to be good at, but no matter what I do, I'm just not good enough at anything. And I'm really tired of disappointing my professors, my family, myself. I don't really have a thing now, because growing up I thought singing would be my thing, and it's not, obviously, especially after last night. I got done singing. I was the last one to perform, because all leading up to this performance, my professor has been telling me, I need you to impress me. I haven't been impressed in a long time. I need you to impress me. And, and he was like, you're going to be the one to do that, because I'm going to put you last on the program after 20 other acts. You're going to get up there, and you're going to be the one to blow us all away. That's your job. And I, learned my song in a couple of days because I didn't have the words memorized all the words, but then I screwed up my breathing, because when I get on stage, I tend to just panic. And so I got on stage, and guess what? I panicked and didn't breathe correctly. And if you've ever done classical singing, breathing is everything. I hit the pitches fine, but you know. It was very breathy. There were some parts where I hit wrong notes, and I forgot the words like 4 times, and I just kind of stumbled through it and started saying random Italian words. Like, it was bad. And afterwards, I got off stage, ran and hid in a practice room until everybody left. And, well, before I got off stage, I looked down into the audience and saw my professor. And I could just see it on his face. I could just tell. He wasn't impressed. Why would he be? It was the worst I've done yet. And I sure wasn't impressed. I was aware. I did horrible. My accompanist, he tried. He was like, oh, it was fine. They were just bumps, like you recovered. And I guess I did, which is better than what I used to do, which is run off stage. But I mean, I'm just disappointed. And I know they are too. I was supposed to be better. And I think that's such a motto in my life. I was supposed to be better. It's not even just with music. It's my entire life. Growing up, I'm the second child. My older brother, he got in some trouble sometimes, He was the one that usually got spanked or gotten grounded or whatever. I only got spanked like once, and I never got grounded. I was the perfect child, according to my parents. I never did anything wrong, but I think it's, to them, at least in their opinion, I never really did anything wrong. Really, I just knew how to I knew how to hide things. And I just don't think they were paying attention, to be honest. How could they? They were too busy, So, yeah. Then, in high school, I was always the kid who got good grades. Not the best grades, but good grades without even trying. I never studied. Never cracked open a textbook. You would not catch me doing homework on the weekends. I always got it done before I even went home for the day. I would do it in class while the teacher was giving instructions. Turn it in right before I left. I'd just be like, alright, yeah, I'm done. I had some trouble taking tests. That was because I had some learning disorders that weren't undiagnosed. But, who cares? I was in a class of all honors. Who cares? I was doing fine. I was doing better than my parents expected. Better than they did in school. So they were happy. They were ecstatic that I was making A's and B's, mostly A's. Then, I graduate high school, one of the top % of my class. Very, very proud about that. I did dual enrollment, so that meant I already had college credit done. So then I went to the college my brother went to for a short time. And, they convinced me to sing and stuff. But, again, at college, even with the harder workload, I was still a good student. I made all A's. I was Dean's List every semester. And I'm actually the first person in my college that's going to get a bachelor degree. My brother just got an associate. He was the first one to get an associate's degree. And now I'm about to get my bachelor in about a year or two, depending on how long it takes me to get through the next few semesters of work, because I don't know. It might take me a little longer, but yeah, pretty soon I'll be the first person in my family to get a bachelor degree. I'm the first woman in my family to go to college in general. Most women in our family just kind of stay home with the kids. I grew up on a farm, and my grandmother never got really education. She stayed home. She never had a job. My granddad would work come home, she would have a meal already cooked. That's just the way things were. That was the family dynamic I grew up with. And, with my parents, both my parents worked, but my mother never went to college. She took a semester or two and had to leave because she got pregnant and decided to be a stay-at-home mom for a bit until she started work again after she had me. And my dad, he went to a technical school and I think got some certifications, but I don't know if he did anything else. But yeah, so it was a big deal for me to have higher grades and to be going to college. My parents were so excited, my whole family, they were so excited. So ready for me to go get a degree and make a career, make something of myself. But now I'm here, it's my junior year, and I got a C in one class right now. I was failing, but I got it back up to a C. I skip class a lot. Sleep in mostly because I'll stay up, playing video games, scrolling through my Instagram or TikTok or anything other than sleeping, because I don't love sleeping until I do. And then, when I do go to sleep, I'm out. There's nothing that can wake me up, and I'll end up accidentally sleeping through all my classes or through work. I have a job in the mornings, and a lot of the time I just sleep in. And my bosses kind of joke about it with me, but I joke back because that's the person I am. I'm not gonna. I like making people happy and smile, and if I've done something that makes me feel shameful, I might joke about it, but to make it seem like, I won't. What am I trying to say? To make it seem like I'm not upset, but I am. It does upset me very badly because I wish I was better. And I had a pretty bad depressive slump, if you want to call it that, my sophomore year-ish. I got sent to a psych ward for a little while because I had a suicide attempt. And now, it's been a year or two since then, and I'm supposed to be better. My whole family thinks I'm better. But I'm not. And, after last night, the first thing that came to my mind, as soon as I got off stage, was, God, I just want to get high. I want to cut myself. I want to die. I hate this. I hate getting on stage and making a fool of myself every single semester and pretty much every single week, because I go out and sing on the weekends with that little group I'm in, and I feel like I'm an embarrassment every time I step on stage. And after last night, everyone now sees that I'm not that good. At least not in front of people. I think I don't know. I'm not terrible at singing. I know that I'm alright. I'm decent. And on my own, when I'm singing in my car or whatever, writing music, I feel like, wow, maybe I am pretty good. It's as soon as I step on stage or there's another person in the room, I crumble. I can't do it. I kept telling myself before the recital, you can do this, you can do this. Believe in yourself. I've said some prayers. I was desperate. I was like, the song. I was mumbling it to myself all day. I was like some kind of schizophrenic person, just Tafesona, repeating all the words to myself, going through everything, practicing where to breathe. And then I got on stage and fumbled. It was a disaster. And, some of my friends were like, oh, no, it was alright, you recovered. Dude. Don't lie to me, don't sugarcoat it. if you don't have something nice to say, just don't say anything. Just don't, because hearing people pity me and try to make it sound like it was better than it was, it's just the worst. Don't do that. Some people might appreciate that. I don't. And that's why I ran and hid. It's also why I didn't invite anyone to the recital. A few people showed up just because they knew about it anyway. And, it's nice of them, but I let them down. I let myself down. I let down my professors who expected so much more of me. I didn't invite my parents, but I sent my mom like a clip of it afterwards, and she was just like, oh yeah, that was nice. And then I just texted her, actually right before I started recording, I just texted her, I think I'm gonna quit. And she said, okay. She didn't really argue it. I think she knows that I'm tired. And I find myself after almost every performance having a panic attack, hyperventilating, crying, wishing I was better, telling myself over and over, you should have done better. You could have done better. I know I could have done better last night. Last night was not my best performance. I have it in me to do so much better. But I never do. I always fall short. No matter how much practice, or if I drink all these nice little herbal teas that are supposed to soothe you, those stupid things that I waste money on. What a scam. Because I get on stage and I panic. And I'm just really tired of being a disappointment and embarrassing myself. Because that's what it feels like every time I step on stage, even when I stream. God, I want to have a thing. I'm gonna ramble a little bit. I want to have a thing. Everyone has a thing. I don't have one. I thought music might be it. Nope, I'm not all that great at it. And I tried crocheting. Oh, nope, not that great at that either. I'm not the smartest kid in class. I like psychology, but I'm not super informed on it yet. And most of the stuff I do know about psychology, I learned it from being in a psych ward. So, when people ask me for help with counseling or therapy and all that, I've been told by professors literally that I should not be a counselor because I'm too blunt and too rough around the edges for it. So even when I try to help people, I'm not good at it. I want to be a recreational therapist, but I don't know if I'll even be good at that because I'm awkward around people and I don't know how to make other people happy. But that's all I want to do. Anyway, I tried to make psychology my thing. It's not. I tried to play ukulele. I'm not great at it. Guitar, I can't fit my fingers across the fret. I tried to be the perfect child. I'm not. I disappoint them regularly. And all my life they never saw it, but now they're paying attention, and I'm being honest with them. And they're realizing that I'm not the daughter they thought they had. And yeah. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah, I even tried to be good at specific video games. I'm not good at any of them. The one thing people know me for right now, it's like my friends even joke about it all the time. It's just like, well, you're the autistic one. You're the retarded one. You're the blonde idiot, which is what I've been my entire life. That's the role I've always fallen into, and I wanted so badly to escape it, but I don't know if I ever will. Because that's also what I resort to. When I know I'm not good at anything else, I just play dumb, make jokes, embrace the fact that I don't think like anyone else. And, I'm also the girl who has panic attacks all the time, and it's a perfectionist. And so people laugh about that. And last night while I was crying, I had someone laughing at me. It's just who I am. And that's the role I have. And I'm not loving that role. So now I'm trying to desperately make YouTube or Twitch or whatever this is, trying to make this my thing, because I don't have anything else. But I'm not good at streaming. I get on there and I'm awkward. I'm not the prettiest, so I'm not exactly the best sight to see on camera. I've actually thought about going faceless at this point, because I hate editing myself. I hate listening to my voice. I hate seeing myself on camera. I hate it. And I thought streaming would maybe help me get over that. But I'm starting to get a little hyper aware now of all of my features and everything I hate. And just, ugh. I don't know. I'm not content with my life at all right now. But, with streaming, as much as I hate being on camera, and as much as I don't like my own voice, I am really proud of what I'm doing. Like, I posted a video yesterday. I'm assuming I'll upload this Thursday. I uploaded a video Wednesday. And it's just some stupid, me and my friends playing Roblox. But I spent hours, editing for the first time and adding music. And I was just like, man, this is just like the videos I used to watch from PewDiePie or Jay Schlatt. This is going to be kind of like that. And I felt proud of that video. And I know it's not going to really get any views. This video won't get any views. I'm not expecting any. But I am proud of what I'm doing, whether or not people watch it. And it's a little disheartening, though, because only a very, very select few know that I do this, because I haven't shared it with people. And then, the people I have shared it with, only a fraction of them even watch the video or support me in any way with it. So, that's a little disheartening sometimes. I shared it with my best friend. I don't even think she paid attention to it. She was just like, okay, yeah. And I was like, oh, you don't know what this stuff means to me, though, do you? Because right now, this is it for me right now. I feel like everything else in my life is crumbling, but this is the one thing I have that's not. Other than, God. I've mentioned before I am Christian, and that's a very big factor of my life as well. And I know that right now I'm not super strong spiritually right now. It wavers, I'm clawing my way back into it. It's just hard because I don't think I deserve God's love. I don't think I deserve love from my friends or my parents or anyone. I even feel bad when an animal is nice to me. Because, I stepped on, my landlord has 2 cats, right? And they like to come up and stay with me in my apartment. So I let one of the cats in the other day, and I stepped on her foot, and I literally cried and just held her and just started saying, like, I'm so sorry, you didn't deserve that, I wish I was better, I'm so sorry. And like when I go home and see my dog, I'm just like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I wish I could be so much better for you. I could be so much better. And I'm tired of, I've said it over and over, I'm tired of being a disappointment. I'm sick of it. But I don't really know what else to do. But to end this video on a lighter note, I am really proud of finally making videos like I've always wanted to my entire life. Since I grew up on the internet and watched YouTubers all the time, I've wanted to make videos just like them, because those were the people I looked up to. And now I know I'm not someone that people necessarily could look up to, but I'd like to just be an escape, because I need an escape too. And I think right now, streaming, that is an escape for me. I can just be dumb, play video games, chat with people, and I don't have to be me. I can be Rikki. And what an amazing experience that is. So, yeah, what a depressing video. I hope not all of these Rikki Ramble videos would be so depressing. But, yeah, no, it's yeah. That's just where we're at right now, gang. But it's gonna get better, I'm sure. It always does. I mean, well, I can't say that. It doesn't always get better. I have to hold on hope, because no one's gonna hold on to hope for me, you know? We gotta keep striving to get better, even when we don't want to, because it's gonna be a lot of work. We gotta do it, gang. So, I will say, I know these videos have been so depressing, and I have had one person watch this and come to me and be like, are you okay? Or do you want to, like, go to therapy with me? Like, don't worry, I'm in therapy. Okay, gang, don't worry. These are just my rambles. They're just my thoughts, just to get it out, because if I keep it inside myself, I'm going to explode. So I'm decided instead I'm just going to explode and put it on a recording and put it on the internet, because why not? Might as well. But everything else in my life is internet based. But my main thing is, I hope if someone out there is struggling too, just know you aren't alone. If you know your girl, I'm right here. I'm going through it too. We can go through it together. But yeah, that's all I got on my mind. I'm probably about to fall asleep. Thank you so much for watching, for sticking around. You seriously don't know what it means to me. Yeah, thank you. And here's to hoping things get better. See you later.